we're here to perform a little ceremony to memorialize someone who we lost recently.
We're here to remember Chandler Riggs. We're here to remember Coral. Coral. Can we say it together? 1, 2, 3. Coral. That's got to be a record, right?
You know what, Deacon Frazier? He may have had one eye, but he was all heart. And we absolutely loved Carl Grimes. Didn't you, folks? So let's get this started.
Let's do it.
So congregation, please help us welcome Carl Grimes himself, Mr. Chandler Riggs. All right, Brother Riggs, welcome. Say hello to the congregation.
Thank you. This is like going to your own funeral today.
But Deacon Frazier, a funeral needs a eulogy, needs some memorializing, don't you think?
I think so.
Do you know anybody who can help us with that?
Well, I am familiar with one father. Seth, are you there? I'm calling a higher power. Seth.
Seth Gilliam, ladies and gentlemen.
I was asked to come and say a few words. I just want to say that I think for Father Gabriel, it's going to be horrible news to learn of Carl's going. He'll think back to the time when Carl tried to teach him how to hack someone to death the proper way with a machete. And he'll think back to that time that he was so close to having Carl shoot him on the face in the streets of Alexandria when he tried to apologize. And Carl just gave him that steely look and turned and walked away. And I think Father Gabriel is going to miss old Carl the same way that I, Seth, am going to miss having Chandler around. You've grown into such a wonderful young man. You really are. I'm up here and I'm about to start crying at this dude. He's really rocked. And just totally grown like some tall tree, like a redwood in the forest. And that's all that I have to say. Thank you all very much for your time. I have photo ops right now. Everybody come on over to my photo ops. Because Carl dead. And thank you all very much for your time.
Seth Gilliam, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I feel like this is a half funeral, half like Dr. Phil Oprah episode. So to keep this thing going, let's bring out a ghost from your past. It's your mom! Sarah Wayne Callies. Sarah! This is you.
What's up, everybody? Well, hi, Mom.
Now that the two of you have joined us all here in heaven, how's it going?
Is that where I ended up? Heaven?
Yes, this is heaven.
Are you sure?
This is actually the apocalypse. You've known Chandler since the start of the show, and so now both of you no longer being on it, of course, but having watched Chandler just grow, what can you say about him?
I mean, this is going to be hard for him to hear right here, because I'm about to embarrass this young man. When we first started the show, the joke was like, well, some season we're going to come back and he's going to have to shave and his voice is going to be all low. And it was a joke because we never thought the show would last that long. You guys have turned this into something that none of us expected, and I just want to take a second and thank you for the devotion that you show to us as actors, because it lasts. I mean, I know I'm speaking for me and John and a lot of other really long dead people. You still take care of us, and it's extraordinary. So I want to take a minute to thank you for that. You don't have to clap for that, it's okay. And the love stays. Norman was so nice to me that when I woke up with a bad hair day, he gave me a hat. But I'll say, when Chandler started the show, he was the age my daughter is now. And I can't imagine my daughter going to work with a bunch of grown-up idiots like he had to put up with on our show. And for a while you had backup. You know, you had Sophia, you had the Morales kids, and there were all these kids kind of running around like mad. And every now and again when they would order Chick-fil-A for second meal, and you guys would all have the smoothies, and then be crazy, and I'd be like, Chandler, sit down. And they'd be like, oh, sugar. And now you're a grown man. I think he might be taller than me, and I will never be photographed standing next to him ever again, just for the remainder of my ego. But I can't imagine the grace and the patience and the forbearance it's taken to grow up on a set with a bunch of us idiots. And I'll tell you what, and I apologize if this bothers anyone in the room, I am so happy for you that you can now go and have the remainder of your adolescence and the bright future that is yours without some of this. We will always have your back, right? You will always carry everywhere with you go your love. I told you on my last day on set, anything you ever need, at any point in your life, anywhere in the world, I'll be there. That's what we do. But you now get to stop working on a grown-up set with a bunch of maniacs. Like, I mean, come on. Norman and Jeffrey? No kid should have to go to work with Norman and Jeffrey. That's insane. And now you get to do what you want to do every day with the rest of your life. You are one of the smartest, most talented, kind, loving people I have ever known. And I can't wait to see what you do next.